This segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Martin Falls, and Wednesday afternoon at the Louisiana State Police, Troop C in gray, several past executive officers were on hand for a special unveiling of a wall honoring past executive officers at the troop over the years. We spoke with current troop commander, Captain Kevin Ressweber, about the wall and what it means for the troop.
Oh, there you go. So I think right here we got Elmo Senior, Elmo Junior, we got Greg Falgout. That's three generations of not only troopers, but that's three generations of executive officers. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know of anywhere else in the state that we have that. We probably have one or two instances where we have three generations of troopers that went through, but I'm pretty sure we don't have three generations of executive officers. I think the executive officers wall here at Troop C was designed basically to recognize those that served as executive officers at Troop C, which is a very important role at a troop. They keep the day-to-day operations going. They help the captains at those troop run the other part of the job. And like Mr. Falgout standing here next to me, he's a second generation trooper. His son was a third generation, all three of which were executive officers. So we wanted to place them up on the wall and give them that recognition that they deserved. The executive officer at the troop has a large amount of responsibilities. He's responsible for the payroll at the troop, in some cases the evidence, the complete fleet operations at the troop, all the property, the day-to-day maintenance of the troop, billing, budgeting. If you can think of it, the executive officer is responsible for it. So we have several people here today that were promoted from executive officer to troop commander. We have some that were promoted beyond troop commander to, for instance, we have Major Nakan, who was promoted outside of the troop, and he went on to be a major. And then we have Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Mitchell, who was promoted through the ranks after becoming executive officer. He was a troop commander at Troop C, and then he moved on to Baton Rouge and then being ultimately promoted to lieutenant colonel.
We also spoke with one of the old-timers at the event, retired trooper Elmo Falgout. Everyone remembers Elmo, who started at the troop in 1966 and was one of three generations of executive officers at the troop. And he spoke about the wall and how the Office of State Police has changed over the years.
Appreciate what the captain was doing for the executive officers. I started in 1966 at Troop M in Des Albans, and then Troop M moved to Rayford, and then when we were in Rayford, that's when Troop C moved from Franklin to Rayford to combine with Troop M, which before Troop M was that troop was part of Troop C before. Yes. So we bounced around a little bit, and this is our third headquarters. Since I've been on, I've worked out of three different stations within Troop M and C. Yes. My father started state police in 1949. At the time when there was very poor communications. Radio communications. I can remember when he first started, for the first month he had a one-way radio in his car just to receive messages, not to transmit. And then after about 2 months, he got a two-way radio instead. And from there we just progressed through the years and all. We had a two-way radio system lasted for until the 80s, somewhere in the 80s. After I was executive officer, when we went to the 800 radio system, which was a completely different deal, that you could go ahead and talk to just about anybody anywhere in the state, which before A lot of places you couldn't even talk to headquarters. You had to go to the sheriff's offices. We didn't have personal units assigned to us until the mid-70s. Another big step that we had during the year. Like I say, the state police has progressed plenty in these years from 1966, from when I started, it's completely different almost. Not the functions of policing, but the administrative functions are really different.
Now let's meet all the past executive officers in attendance. While they were posing for a photograph, we passed the mic around for the former executive officers to introduce themselves.
Thane Matisse retired in 2005.
Darren Nuckhan retired in 2020.
Elmo Falgo retired in 2000.
Mark Zarang retired 2001.
Ralph Mitchell retired 2010.
Greg Falgo retired 2018.
Kevin Marcel retired 2022.
Jody Blanchard retired 2021.
Philip Poche retired 2019.
Tracy Plazons, and I'm the current executive officer.
Congratulations to everyone who stuck around for that final picture in that interview. And it looked like Jody was true to form, sneaking out before the event or before we could get him on camera. Anyway, congratulations to everyone at Troop C. This segment was brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs.